All right. Hi. Hey guys. My name is Newton, and I'm here with Vanish, Abalash,
Hello.
and Fatima, who isn't here right now because of some issues. But we're here to present our idea for Hack Instead. And next slide. What it is, it's a drag and drop game to teach kids about COVID-19. This game is basically this the mechanics for this game is basically the kids are supposed to drag icons to their respective places, which are then enabled if the input is correct. And then if it's correct, it provides them with more information about the specific habit or equipment, and also gives them a brief introduction through a YouTube video playlist that we have created that covers each aspect of what they might have to use to protect themselves during the pandemic. Next slide. What inspired us to make this project is that I have an aunt, and my aunt is a kindergarten teacher, and she's really worried about her kids being clean during class and following all the rules that need to be followed during the pandemic. So, in order to help her, I created this drag and drop game to give her students a fun way to basically learn about what they need to do about like the masks, washing their hands, social distancing, and basically a way for them to keep themselves safe from COVID.
So, who is this game meant for? Well, essentially, we want this product to be enjoyed by our target audience, which is young children, around kindergarteners, elementary school graders. We want mainly the parents and the teachers to be able to use this product to help the children and students learn about COVID-19 and how they should act to guarantee safety for both themselves and others. So uh, that's that's mainly what we had our design made for.
So, why this product is important? Well, the product is important because it provides a solution to the worries that many teachers and parents alike. Now, school is definitely a place where germs are spread, and a very common example of that is flu season. When one kid in class gets sick, pretty much everyone else gets sick as well. And if that flu is replaced with something like COVID, who knows how quickly that will spread as well. Now, what we believe is with our drag and drop game, we can use it as a teaching tool to inform young children about how germs are spread and what they can do to prevent the spread of germs. Now, we can essentially have parents teach this to their children because we don't it might not go through to them as easily. So we believe that giving this product to teachers and giving it to them as a teaching tool will allow them to kind of get the class working together, and the class itself can kind of grow and learn about the whole spread of germs as a whole. Next slide.
Okay, so how did we execute this project of ours? Well, first we have to research. First, we have to research about how we wanted to go about the event. So we wanted to do something that could go for a good cause, which of course has to be the current situation that's going on. So the pandemic is by far one of the most serious things that's going on around the world. And we wanted to make something that can help the younger generation uh, feel more safe and learn about how to be safe around other children, other adults, everyone. That way we can, at best, help decrease the risk of people catching COVID-19, basically. So step two had to had to be by far one of the most hardest parts, which was determining how we wanted to create the project, like what kind of design, what kind of languages we would be using. So we wanted to go about something that kids can enjoy. So it has to be something related to interactiveness. Uh, that's where we got the idea for a drag and drop feature. Now, to do a drag and drop feature, you would have to use HTML programming. And we don't really have a lot of experience in that, so we had to research how to create drag and drop elements, how to create the functions that do the events for dragging and dropping, and what happens for how to get the video to play and to loop through. All that had to be done through HTML and JavaScript. We also had to make sure that the design element of the website was well done. We wanted to make it kid-friendly, so we had to use CSS to add images, move them into their respective locations. We wanted to have the YouTube video on the left side with the image of the entire game aspect on the right side. So we used HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to do all that. The next part was just bug fixing, debugging our code, because a lot of the time we had problems with mainly just adding the icons and dragging and dropping them, because when we dragged and dropped, we had problems with it either not showing the error message for when the wrong icon is moved to the wrong box. So we had to figure out what was wrong with that. And we also had a major issue with the movement of where the icons, elements, the images, the YouTube videos, how it was supposed to be placed. So alignment and overlay. That was one of the main issues we had. So yeah, we had to work through all those just to get our final product. And yeah, that's it. That was our process, our execution.
All right, so steps for the future. Now, after the slide, we'll be showing you a demo of our website. And before we show you that, I'd like to talk about what we have in store for the future of this web app. The first things first is we want to make it a bit more responsive, fix up some of the looks. And another thing we want to do is when we make sure that the items are dragged into the right boxes, we want to make an alert that says, "Congrats, you got the right answer," and we want it to redirect the user to a video that is about that specific item. So if I were to move the mask box into the mask icon into the mask box, it would play a message saying, "Congratulations, good job," and then it would take the user to a video on how to wear a mask properly. A second thing that we want to do is work on overall spacing and structure, and that's pretty much it so far.
So before we sign off, we want to show you how the website looks, how it works, just the main features of it. So
So here we have our current website. Now, as you can see at the bottom are the icons that are used to represent the different items that are used in this pandemic. In the column to your right are the boxes in which the icons have to go in. Now, we want to make this as simple as possible because this is meant for kids to use and kind of like look around. So we chose this nice color aesthetic at the back. the blue and purple, you know, very popular colors. We had a drawing of this kid. We felt like he best represents like the current image of a kid today. The icons at the bottom are very simple, noticeable icons that people can identify easily, which is the point, because we want kids to look at these and say, hey, I know what that is. So if you were to drag, let's say, the ruler into the sanitizer box. Oops, that's not where it goes. Let's try a different box. Now, let's say we want to make the mask and you want to move it to the mask box. See, as you can see, the mask icon has now changed in transparency, and the mask box has now given a quick notification saying that you've filled it out. Now, as you can see, to your left, you see a YouTube video. Now, this YouTube video, especially right now, is talking about hand washing and how to properly wash your hands. Now, this is actually a playlist, so if you were to play the first video, you can also see the 3 or 2 other videos that are there that talk about how germs are spread, why we wear masks, and how to wash your hands properly. Now, we believe that these videos are important because they're very quick and they are able to grab the attention of children very easily. And it's a pretty good resource to use for teachers, because teachers can just play a quick YouTube video after dragging and dropping each item to its respective place. Okay. This concludes our presentation. Hope you've enjoyed, and thank you for your time. Yeah, that should be it. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.